Hi kids! Today we're going to read about kids that are different. Because everybody's different in some way. So this teaches us how we can still be friends, even when we're different. It's called The Sneetches by Dr. Seuss. Now the star-belly Sneetches had bellies with stars. The plain-belly Sneetches had none upon theirs. Those stars weren't so big, they were really so small, you might think such a thing wouldn't matter at all. But because they had stars, all the star-belly Sneetches would brag, "We're the best kind of Sneetch on the beaches." With their snoots in their ear, they would sniff and they'd snort. We'd have nothing to do with the plain belly sort. And whenever they met some, when they were out walking, they'd hike right on past them without even talking. When the star-belly children went out to play ball, could a plain belly get in the game? No, not at all. You could only play if your belly had stars, and the plain belly children had none upon theirs. When the star-belly Sneetches had Frankfurter roast, or picnics, or parties, or marshmallow roast, they never invited the plain belly Sneetches. They left them out cold, in the dark, on the beaches. They kept them away. They never let them come near. And that's how they treated them, year after year. Then one day it seems, while the plain belly Sneetches were moping and doping alone on the beaches, just sitting there wishing their bellies had stars, a stranger zipped up in the strangest of cars. "My friends," he announced in a voice clear and clean, "my name is Sylvester McBean, and I've heard of your troubles. I've heard you're unhappy, but I can fix that. I'm the fix-it-up chappie. I've come here to help you. I have what you need, and my prices are low. And I work at great speed, and my work is 100% guaranteed." Then quickly Sylvester McBean put together a very peculiar machine. And he said, "You want stars like a star-belly Sneetch? My friends, you can have them for only $3 each. Just pay your money and hop right aboard." So they clambered inside, and the machine roared. It clanked, and it bonked, and it jerked, and it burked, and it bopped them about. But the thing really worked. When the plain belly Sneetches popped out, they had stars. They actually did. They had stars upon theirs. Then they yelled at the ones who had stars at the start. "We're exactly like you. You can't tell us apart. We're all just the same now, you snooty old smarties. And now we can go to your Frankfurter parties." "Good grief," groaned the ones who had stars at the first. "We're still the best Sneetches, and they are the worst. But now how will the world know?" They all frowned. "Which kind is what, or the other way around?" Then up came McBean with a very sly wink, and he said, "Things are not quite as bad as you think. So you don't know who's who, that's perfectly true. But come with me, friends. Do you know what I'll do? I'll make you again the best Sneetches on beaches, and it will only cost you $10 eaches. Belly stars are no longer in style, said McBean. All you need is a trip through my star-off machine. This wonderful contraption will take off your stars, so you won't look like Sneetches who have them on theirs. And that handy machine worked them precisely, removed all the stars from their tummies quite nicely. Then with snoots in the air they paraded about, and they opened their beaks, and they let out a shout. We know who is who, now there isn't a doubt. The best kind of Sneetches are Sneetches without. Then of course those with stars got all frightfully mad. To be wearing a star now is frightfully bad. Then of course old Sylvester McMonkey McBean invited them into his star-off machine. And then, of course, from then on, as you'll probably guess, things got really into a horrible mess. All the rest of that day on those wild screaming beaches, the fix-it-up chappie kept fixing up Sneetches. Off again, on again, in again, out again. Through the machines they raced round and round again. Changing their stars every minute or two, they kept paying money. They kept running through. Until neither the plain nor the star-belly Sneetches knew whether this one was that one, or that one was this one, or which one was what one, or what one was who. Then, when the last cent of their money was spent, hi Mama, the fix-it-up chappie packed up and he went. And he laughed as he drove in his car up the beach. You'll never learn. Nope, you can't teach a Sneetch. Oh, anybody can be taught, right? Right. But McBean was quite wrong. I'm quite happy to say that the Sneetches got really quite smart on that day. The day they decided that Sneetches are Sneetches, and no kind of Sneetch is the best on the beaches. That day all the Sneetches forgot about stars. And whether they had one or not upon theirs, it didn't matter anymore. Isn't that awesome? It didn't matter if they had a star. They could still be friends. And they could go to each other's Frankfurter roast. And they could play on the beach together. They could do all kinds of things. Just because you're a little different, that doesn't mean you can't have friends. So get out there tomorrow and get a good night's sleep tonight so that you have plenty of energy to smile, smile, smile. And you know what? That's all it takes to start talking to a new friend, is to smile. Good night.